So this is my 25 litre drone. The frame come to Sanmoo design, running on 6S, 22,000 milliamps to make 12. I'm using JIYI K++ flight controller spray system, and SIYI MK15. So when I got this drone, I wanted a spreader and a spray, so I've got two different tanks. The other ones is, this is 25 litre, and then 22 litre ETF, or EFT, effort tech spreader. So they were running into this 12 volt system. Now I'm going up to, from 12 volt, just going to, because I run Hobbywing X9, just a standard X9, up to like 14S, run 22,000 milliamp. I've actually just brought 3, so I've got them coming now to just a lot better system, just want a smart battery system. So I'm running AS150s connectors, so to run the smart battery. I'll show you how I'm going to do that next, but I still keep the 12 volt because I might need it for the spreader. If I don't know if they can handle the 14S batteries I got coming straight, so they might still have to go. It might have to still go through, even though that's 12S one. I'll have to find 14S one if the spreader needs if it can only handle 12 volt. But I can easily put that back in the way that I've done my wiring. I'll show you the hood in a minute. But it's this pump, it's Hobbywing, the 8 litre, but it's just run on the 12 or 14S. So it was I was mainly just a centrifugal nozzles, for me, the spray. It's good being able to adjust it. So I'm just there's a bad connection down there. That's the only thing in Australia. All my stuff is AliExpress, or people I met through AliExpress. My suppliers, but yeah, in Australia normally you got to think ahead, so try to always have heaps of stuff, because I just like building, so just building them. Just connectors, changing out those AS150s. It'll go for the 14 as 22,000 milliamp. I was trying to go the 28, but I think it's just a bit too much weight. The 28,000 milliamp would have been good, because I would have been able to use it bigger motors, like a good crossover battery. But because I've got other builds, I've just picked up another X rotor with 30-inch, but I just want to make a small X copter without a tank for mustering cattle that I load up, just to have radars and that. Probably run JIYI too. I really like them, and SIYI. But just for the AS150s, I've just got to put AS150U. So this is the inside, how I've wired it. I used to be a bricklayer, so learning electronics coming in a wheelchair before my accident, it's so foreign, but thankful to the people that threw me in the deep end and helped me. But kind of helped understand it, and it's not that hard really. But whoever you buy off, just as long as you got through your seller, just say that you make sure they're after support if you buy through them, to help you unlock all your agri assistant if you're going for the farming app through JIYI. But anyhow, I went with the only because I wanted front and back cameras. So it comes through the PMU there, the flight controller. All this, I'll go around the other side. I've only just added all that for the nozzles. But I went for the MK15. I started with the VD32, but yeah, the MK15 is just so much better to get. We've already said the dual cameras, so coming out of that, and then the dual cameras. I did have to 3D print, like, just camera mounts. So I've kind of done a lot of stuff like that myself, front and back. That's nothing, but I just did that to kind of hold it together. I'll explain with the nozzles too. I tried to keep it away from the electric, so any leaks, it would have looked neater, all being zip tied, you know, along the frame and that, but hanging out the back through the battery system. This is originally 6S, like still is 6S, so that's going to be gone soon. We're just going to straight over to an AS150U connection, which I'm told to make the smart battery work with the AS150U plug. Apparently don't use the red and black wires, but I'm told the middle two wires, I think it's like H and L, with your yellow and white wire, I think they get put, if they get put into just those can hubs there, your smart battery should work. I'm hoping, like, I think that's how it goes, but I really hope it's like that. But this cable's just new. I try to have stuff neat, but that's just a new pump, Hobbywing pump running around. I'll end up threading it through into the 6S, down through where the XT90s are. If you were building one of this, I'd probably, like in Australia, everything's normally 3 or 4 weeks from AliExpress. So if you are gonna build like all this stuff bulky as, and that's only because I live on a farm too, so the only connectors XT, like, it's only what you got. So if you don't have anything, try stock up. So I've got other drones, so I always wanted to go to like 22,000 milliamp to be able to use them on multiple other drones. So I originally was always AS150, but it's probably easier if you're doing it just to go to XD90 if you're just using the 6S setup. I've just put the 12 volt like thing back in just to show how I have it set up. I just had that on Velcro so I could remove it. But if you do only have it, like if you do have to go back to the 12 volt system, if it comes, if you're running 12S, I'll just show you how I did have it. So let's have that like on there. Just pretend like you got a spare XT60 like power point. Just I'll explain all them, but just when you're building, you'll have a spare one, so that's just got to have power there. And same, yeah, it was plugged in. It just runs around into your P1 into there for your pump. And then I just had it run down, and then just on an XT60 to be able to plug into, yeah, just a setup down there. But say this does have to go back for the spreader. But yeah, they're plugged in there, and then I've got these are loose for. This is when I switch out for the spreader. I've just got these loose. Yeah, that just goes in. So kind of into there. That'll be your speed and your turntable. Maybe sorry, speed and gate power. I think. Pretty. Oops, sorry. So over this side, these just two of the motors. The other ones I've just got coming up from underneath here, but just kind of threw a bit of tape on each one and numbered. This is just heat shrink, but I've got the data flash drive upgrade just folded away in here with just signal wires going in. So all this stuff, it's new. I didn't want to have it this bulky, but these were the only connectors I had. I live on a farm, and these literally turned up in the mail on little 30s. So I'll switch all these out soon, just so that's a bit more neater. But I did this because with the setup, like you've got 6 big XT90s underneath on your power distribution board and 4 XT60 mounts. So you're losing one to for your flight controller power management. Another one you've lost to your MK15 receiver, and then the CAN hub is your third one. Yeah, under there. So I had this one here, comes from that spare, was spared. This one was the 12 volt one. So this is still like 44 volt power. So I've brought it around here and just kept the pump different to the like this XT90 is I just run the centrifugal nozzles, 4 nozzles off that, and the pump off this one. Just easier just to, you know, just unplug that and then just unplug this and put the spreader into that if it can handle the 14S. But if it can't, I'll just be easier to be able to plug that 12 volt system just back into this here, and just pull these two out, and that'll stop all the nozzles. So yeah, I'll try to keep it a little bit organized, but it's kind of hard. You got so many bolts that you know kind of got to get stuff to stick in between where you can. But this will be a bit neater. It'll like come back under and to come around into the flight controller there. That's a flow meter. Hope this helps someone, or any questions, happy to help, or where I got my stuff from, or where I'm getting my batteries from, off AliExpress. But probably just, if you're building, just get extra ones of the stuff you're gonna need. Even these, like that pipe, I couldn't get from 12 mil down to 10 mil of the join down there. So just buy a couple extra of these plugs. Oh, I'll show you the front 3D mount. So yeah, that's the rest of that. But for the obstacle avoidance radar, down here, I made my own bracket up. And I noticed because there's just the bolt holes on this didn't match up. So I made my own one, and the spreader box was actually different again too. So I added, when I was drawing in the 3D program, I've added the spreader mount holes too. So this can literally just unscrew and just screw that, and just unplug it from the can hub. I'll probably buy another one to put on the back just for this. This isn't a V2 system of the JIYI, so I might switch all this system out for a 2.0 soon and put all this in that other smaller build I was thinking. But awesome machine. Surprising how much like just what these batteries can lift. Just when it's full of water or liquid. I actually I've just got that rocked up, so should help me. I'm just mixing it with water to do tests to see how wide we are and what speeds and height. I'll do that on another video, I guess. Cheers.